Welcome to this podcast from Stratfor, leader in global intelligence.
More ethnic unrest in China's Xinjiang province today. Riot police in the capital, Urumqi, used tear gas to break up protests involving thousands of Han Chinese residents. Some of the marchers tried to push past security forces and make their way into an ethnic Uyghur neighborhood. That easily could have sparked more deadly violence, like the fighting in July, in which about 200 people died. The stresses in China's social system are showing again, and the government's moving to keep a lid on unrest. Hello, this is the Stratfor Daily Podcast for Friday, September the 4th, and I'm Marla Dial. Xinjiang province is a natural flashpoint for China. It's a mostly Muslim region in the west, populated by the Turkic Uyghurs, and home to an active autonomy movement. But the government has strongly encouraged ethnic Han from the east to move into Xinjiang, and today it's Han who are the majority in Urumqi. The Uyghurs and Han compete for jobs and other necessities, and there's plenty of fear and mistrust on both sides. That fear is feeding into the political unrest that's surged into view with protest marches over the last 2 days. The Han demonstrators claim the government's not protecting them from Uyghurs who attacked them with hypodermic syringes, and they've called for the Communist Party leader of the region to step down. There are 2 key issues here, over and above the possibility of a new bout of ethnic riots in Urumqi. First is the fact that rumors about attacks involving syringes have grown common in China and other parts of the world. In fact, it's something of an urban legend, now being spread through text messaging and internet chat rooms. There may be a kernel of truth to some of the stories, since criminals sometimes threaten their victims with needles in muggings and such, but it's far from clear that Uyghurs have been carrying out mass attacks of this sort against the Han in Xinjiang. All the same, reports about syringe attacks have been spiking in the past few weeks, with most, though not all of the complaints coming from Han Chinese. The local governments tried to calm the hysteria, saying they've arrested 15 suspects and are pressing charges against 4 of them, but that just seems to be adding to the problems. For private citizens, it reads like validation of the perceived threat, and on the government side, it's allowed the local Communist Party boss to claim that syringe attacks are part of a plot by Uyghur separatists to fuel conflict. The other key issue is the fact that Xinjiang's party boss, Wang Liquan, has become a focus for protesters. He's a close ally of Chinese President Hu Jintao, and he's had almost complete authority over Xinjiang since 1995, an unusually long time. He's naturally not loved by the Uyghurs, but now the Han are showing frustration as well, saying he hasn't made them safe. The central government in Beijing has more than enough to worry about already, and in the next few weeks, as the 60th anniversary celebrations for the People's Republic approach, security concerns will be high. Wang might be close to President Hu, but if he's a focal point for more unrest in Xinjiang, Hu just might decide to cut his losses. Stratfor's Asia team is continuing to follow this issue. You'll find the reports and updates on the situation by logging onto our website at www.stratfor.com. Also, we end today with a programming note. Monday will be a holiday in the United States, and the daily podcast will be taking the day off. Please join us again tomorrow, though, for our special weekend podcast, and I look forward to being with you again next Tuesday. Until then, thanks for listening, and enjoy your weekend.